Hey guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. So if you're passionate about skincare and seek products that are effective yet affordable, then this is the channel for you. So please do make sure you subscribe down below. I'd absolutely love it if you join our little skincare family. And also please do make sure you give this video a massive thumbs up because it really does help me out. And so without further ado, let's get on to today's video. And so for a while now, niacinamide has become the it skincare ingredient to reduce the likes of hyperpigmentation, reduce acne flare-ups, irritation, and also fight the signs of aging. However, what skincare brands don't actually tell you is that it can cause purging, breakouts, and also dryness of the skin. So in this video, I'm going to explain more in detail the pros and also the cons of this wonderfully divided skincare ingredient and how to incorporate it into your routines. And the benefits of using niacinamide: research suggests that using a topical percentage of 4% or more is a really effective way to treat moderate acne because it reduces the inflammation of the skin, and it also decreases the sebum production of the skin as well. And as we know, overproduction of sebum, also known as oil, is one of the main causes of acne and also breakouts of the skin. And mix that with bad bacteria and a clog up of like dead skin cells gives you a minefield of volcanoes like Yellowstone National Park, but on your face. Not pretty. Super volcano. And niacinamide is also non-irritating, so it's an ideal treatment for sensitive skin users because it has like a pH level of about 4.5 on the pH level scale. So our skin usually sits about 4.5 to probably up to about 6 or maybe 7. So it's a really fantastic skincare ingredient to sort of ensure that no sensitivity issues will arise when you're using this ingredient. And it's also really fantastic to pair it with other active ingredients like vitamin C's or retinols, because it will just sort of like really stabilize that irritation you might get from using those other active ingredients. And the combination of vitamin C and niacinamide together is actually quite a controversial myth, a myth that I was actually sucked into believing not so long ago. So I do apologize if in the comments, like of any of my videos, I've said don't use the vitamin C and niacinamide together because it will cause irritation. In some aspects it will, because it obviously depends on the percentage of the ascorbic acid, if it's a pure ascorbic acid or it's a derivative of ascorbic acid, and obviously the percentage of niacinamide. And also niacinamide can be quite an effective brightening treatment. So when I say brightening, I don't mean turning your skin like white. I mean it's going to sort of really help in reducing the signs of those melasmas. Okay, let's do that one again. It's really going to sort of help the signs of sort of your dark spots, hyperpigmentation, melasma, things like that. And there still has to be a lot of research to be done when considering niacinamide as a standalone skincare ingredient to really help dark spots and hyperpigmentation of the skin. However, when you go online and you read a lot of reviews and reports in terms of like it's really helped with their pigmentation and their dark spots and their melasma, this can potentially be a really good sort of brightening skin ingredient, but it's not obviously the best out there because you do have the likes of like tranexamic acid, hydroquinone, azelaic acid as well, and sort of those ingredients are sort of, there's a lot more research in those ingredients and they're sort of more proven to be effective in treating those types of skin concerns. And so niacinamide can be found in many forms of topical skincare products such as cleansers, serums, moisturizers, all ranging in like varied different percentages. And like any other active ingredient, it's really important to know which product is best suited for you and what percentage of that active ingredient is going to work for your skin type, because obviously we have the 4 common skin types of normal, oily, combination, and dry skin. However, I can't stress enough that each skin is absolutely different to the other person's skin. So patch testing is really recommended whenever you sort of introduce a new active ingredient or new skincare product into your routine. And we've briefly spoken about the suggested use of niacinamide, which is about 4% of niacinamide, to really be effective in sort of reducing moderate acne and also controlling the sebum production of the skin. But the most common percentages used in niacinamide products that you'll find on drugstore shelves, or high-end niacinamide, or even sort of niacinamide online, because a lot of people buy the skincare products online. Like myself, I get a bit too carried away. Ranges from about 1% to 10% or 12%. Some brands actually have a high percentage, so like Paula's Choice have a 20% niacinamide serum, which is like an overnight serum, thank goodness, because that in the day, I don't know what that would do. And like Revolution have a 15% niacinamide serum, and Natrium, I think they're called Natrium or Nutrium, I'm going to go with Natrium, have a 12% serum, but they also have like a 5% gel cream moisturiser, which looks absolutely insane, like perfect for us combination people, which just need like a lightweight jelly moisturiser throughout the day, but also controls our sebum production. Daydreaming. And the obvious cult favourite in the skincare world is the Ordinary's Niacinamide 10% plus zinc 1%. And now this obviously is sort of like on the higher spectrum of using the 10% niacinamide, but it is still in that common range of 1% to 10%. And as well as having a high level of niacinamide, there's zinc in that formula as well, which is really fantastic to sort of limit the sebum production of the skin, and it's also fantastic to limit the bad bacteria in the skin cells. And not forgetting, it is £5. Yes, £5. I mean, it's The Ordinary. What else did you expect? And the only problem with The Ordinary's niacinamide product is the hype. And now when you get a product that's been hyped up and has like its own trend following, every single person wants to buy that product. However, every single person's skin is totally different. So my combination skin is different to the next person who has combination skin as well. And that's a problem that we face in this sort of like trend following culture, is that when a product becomes really popular, every person wants to buy that product. However, that potency of niacinamide is sort of going to react differently to each person's skin and not have the same results. And so now that brings me to the cons of using niacinamide. And so when you scroll through the internet looking at reviews and reports of niacinamide, you see a lot of divided opinions of a love and hate relationship. And because niacinamide has been marketed to be like an all-rounder product, you sort of like think, oh, this is going to target this and this for my skin. However, that statement is actually quite false. And like I said before, each skin is different. So your skin is going to react differently to your friend's skin, even though you are both using the same product. And we live in the unfortunate circumstances where the skincare industry, mainly skincare brands that don't have enough sort of like scientific backing or research to be putting active ingredients into their formulas, and they don't really sort of know or understand the sort of the properties that that active ingredient can do, and they are formulating it with different ingredients that are sort of really going to be upsetting in a combination. Also in the cons list is a lot of reviews online stating from users that it's made their skin break out, or it's made their skin really dry and flaky. And if your skin is breaking out, that can be down to a number of things. So number one, your skin is possibly purging. And now purging is that process when you are introducing an active ingredient into your skincare routine, and that active ingredient, its main sort of focus is to turn over those cells at a more rapid pace than our skin would naturally do anyway. So those spots that have been underlying in your skin and sort of like giving you sort of texture irregularities, then those spots are going to obviously be coming up because your skin is in that process of regenerating itself. So that is what skin purging is. It's not actually sort of a reaction to that type of product, but it's sort of the whole process in making your skin a lot more clean and a lot clearer. And number two, your skin is just not loving that ingredient. Like, it's just basically saying, not today hon, that can go in the bin, you are not using that ingredient on my face. And that is absolutely totally fine, because there are a lot of ingredients out there that our skin just does not like, or it can really sort of be down to the formula of that product. So like we have the Ordinary's product where it has the niacinamide and the zinc in there. The zinc is probably that ingredient that your skin is really not going to like, instead of the niacinamide. So it's sort of a way of like, if that product didn't work for me, don't give up on niacinamide. And a good rule of thumb that I always personally follow when I'm introducing a new ingredient into my skincare routine is that I will basically strip my routine back to the basics. So I'll cleanse, and then I'll include that ingredient in there, and then I'll moisturize, and then sunscreen. And then if I don't have a reaction from those very 4 basic steps, then the next day I'll include sort of like another treatment, like another active ingredient in there, like vitamin C or something. So I'll cleanse, you know, do the niacinamide in a sense, do the vitamin C, moisturize, and then sunscreen. And then I'll see if my skin is okay with that, and then I know that that is a solid routine. And then day by day, just slowly incorporate different formulas and different ingredients and different skincare products into your routine when you've introduced a new ingredient. And by doing that, I really know whether that standalone ingredient is reacting to my skin in a positive or negative way, or whether a combination of my routine is making those products react together, if you get me. All in all, niacinamide is a fantastic skincare ingredient, and it is suitable for a lot of skin types and a lot of skincare concerns. And it's all about gradually building up your skin's tolerance to sort of allow those products to work and perform at their very best. So I really do hope this video has been informative in some sort of way and sort of de-scared you if you're sort of thinking about using niacinamide but read all of those horrible reviews. It's not necessarily the actual ingredient, it's how it's being used in the formula and the percentage of that ingredient. So yeah, just leave me a comment down in the comment section below and we'll just have a little chat about all skincare things. So I really do hope you've enjoyed it and I will see you in the next one. See you later.